I believe there are some places hidden at the periphery of our everyday experiences that, in the very molecules of their physicality, have retained the energy of horrific events that have occurred there. I also believe with all my heart that after a visit to those places, more than memories might follow us home. Such a place exists on Lake Natoma in Folsom, California. It's located approximately 1.5 miles east of the Sacramento State Aquatic Center on the South Shore. It is an abandoned pump station enclosed by concrete walls with 2 narrow access points from the lake. Once inside, you can see the remnants of large pipe supports coming down the embankment above and an opening where, depending on the level of the lake, you can enter a concrete chamber riddled with graffiti and lush with ferns and moss. My last visit there was in October of 2022, and when I left, I believe something came home with me. The nightmares started in early November of 2022, and they're always the same. They come at approximately 3-week intervals. Waking from them, I'm disoriented, coughing, shaken to my core with the feeling that I have slid into another realm not quite of this physical plane. The nightmare begins with a gorgeous early morning just after sunrise. It's a clear sky with a smattering of fog evaporating on the lake's surface. I launch my kayak from the dock at the aquatic center and paddle slowly up the south shore of the lake. The water is glass, with the only movement and sound being the rise and fall of my paddle and the V-shaped wake formed by my kayak's passing. And then, in the distance, barely visible around an outcropping of land, I catch my first sight of the concrete wall that encloses the old pump station. This construction of humans is so out of place amid the overgrown shores of the lake, it's startling. As I paddle closer, a cold, dark fear bordering on panic begins to bloom in me. I want to paddle away, out into the open space of the lake and the safety of the rising sun, but I can't. I seem to be locked on a path to the pump station. I am no longer paddling, but my kayak continues to move steadily toward the narrow opening alongside the pump station. I'm paralyzed with dread, but can't seem to do anything to stop my forward movement. Gone is the blue sky, gone is much of the light of the morning, gone even is the color of things around me. I have entered a dark black and white place filled with the echoes of hundreds of voices. The voices speak of pain, of brutal and heinous things that have happened here. The cacophony of voices becomes louder and louder. My dread has turned to full-blown panic. I reach out to the wall in this sarcophagus of suffering and pull away along to the outside. For every 2 inches of progress toward the exit, I lose half of it with invisible hands forcing me backwards. Nearing the narrow exit, I can see the bright open space of the lake. My fingertips are bloody and my nails are ragged. Water splashes behind me, but I am too petrified to turn around to see its source. I close my eyes, praying for escape from this nightmare, but when I open them, all light is gone. And a single voice rises above the others. You belong to us now. Every time I have this nightmare, I pray it will be the last. But I fear that only by going back to the pump station to try to return the dark thing that travels with me to its watery hell will make the end of the nightmares possible. But if I go back, will I succeed or fail? And if I fail, will the nightmare become real?